Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Good evening. Welcome to the Buddha Dharma TV Dhammapada program. Today we are going to discuss the last verse of the chapter 7 called the Arhats, the worthy ones. And first of all, let me thank you for coming to listen to the Dhammapada. So the 99 verses of the Dhammapada, and it goes as Ramaniyani aranyani yatha na ramati janu vitaraga ramissanti nate kama gavesino. This is the verse that was especially attributed to a young monk who came to see Buddha and got certain instructions as to how he can continue to meditate, or object of meditation. So Buddha advised him accordingly, according to his characters. Buddha gave him the method of meditation. Then he went to nearby forest for meditation. What happened was, he just started meditating. There was a courtesan who was waiting in this area for receiving someone, and as that person was not coming, and there was no sign of coming, having waited so long, so this lady thought of inciting, kind of approaching him. And this young monk who was sitting there trying to concentrate and start meditating according to Buddha's instructions. But this lady, young lady, she just tried to take part of his clothes here and there. But this young monk was fresh for meditation. He was a little bit disturbed, and what he did was, it came to his mind that, oh, why shouldn't I look at this, and later maybe I can meditate. So, some ill will. And so evil thoughts occurred to him. So at this moment, he was almost to get involved in this lustful conduct. The Buddha immediately noticed. Somehow Buddha could notice it. And Buddha said to himself, no, this young monk got instructions for me and he has gone there for meditation. Now what is he doing? Cannot let this happen. They immediately, with his supernormal power, appeared. And at that time, having appeared there, Buddha uttered this verse to tell him what is really going on. Ramaniyani aranyani yatha na ramati jano vitaraga ramissanti nati kamagaveshu. Means those fascinating forests, that do not capture the mind of the worldly masses, and in which they do not take delight, are attractive to the passionless ones. The fascinating forest do not capture the mind of the worldly masses, because they are always for the bright and colorful and worldly things. So, the Buddha said that fascinating forests that do not capture the mind of the worldly masses, and in which they do not take delight, are attractive to the passionless ones. Only passionless ones. The arahats, the worthy ones, take delight in the forest because they are not pursuers of sensual pleasures. That changed complete the mind of the young monk. He ran away because Buddha could convince him the noble path that he is pursuing, and the ill will, and also these evil thoughts that occurred, and trying to divert his attention from the holy thing to bad things. At that time Buddha uttered this, Vitaraga Ramishanti. The araras take delight in the forest because they are not pursuers of sensual pleasures. Vitaraga, the passionless ones, the arahat, the worthy ones. The arahat is essentially a passionless one. An arahat, literally a worthy one, is not subject to rebirth because he does not accumulate fresh karmic activities. The seeds of his reproduction have all been destroyed. The arahat realizes that what was to be accomplished has been done. A heavy burden of sorrow has finally been relinquished, and all forms of craving and all shades of ignorance are totally annihilated. The happy pilgrim now stands on heights more than the world. More than the world. Experiencing the unutterable bliss of Nibbana. Unutterable bliss of Nibbana. Rebirth can no longer affect him, since no more reproductive seeds are formed by fresh karmic activities. An arahat is called an aseka, one who does not undergo training. He doesn't need it. What is to be done, it's done. What is to be eradicated, all eradicated. It's accomplished one. Therefore, arahat is called an aseka, one who does not undergo training, as who has lived the holy life and has accomplished his object. He has reached his destination. The other saints from the Sotapatti stage, or the first stage, to the Arhat path, enlightened, destination of enlightened, Arhat could experience the Nibbanic blessings, Nibbanic bliss. So, like the other Arhat saints, from the Sotapatti stage to the Arhat path stage are called Sekha. From Sotapatti, from the first stage to the Arhat, fourth stage, final stage, they are called Sekha because they still undergo training. Arhats could experience the Nibbanic bliss uninterruptedly for as long as they liked. As long as they liked, even in this life. This, in Pali language, is known as Nirodha Samapatti. Nirodha Samapatti. So physically he is there, but everything, no karmic activities involved, his speech, his movements, activities, because that all what is conducive to produce those things is completely eradicated. Dhara. One who has lived the holy life and has accomplished his object is the one we call Arhat. The other saint from Sotapatti stage to the Arhat path stage are called Sekha. Please keep in mind the Sekha. So the saints from Sotapatti level to the Arhat level, they are called Sekhas because they still undergo training. They still undergo training. Arhat could experience the Nibbanic bliss even in this very life before passing away, because it's not something physical but mental. Therefore, that stage is called Nirodha Samapatti, eternal concentration, free from all worldlings. Is everything is completed, only physical body which is here is there. Once he leaves this physical body, then it is final physical body he had. No more existence. He attains the supreme bliss of nirvana, liberation, eternal liberation, eternal bliss. And that he could, the Arhat could, experience in this very life with his physical body too. So I have explained Sotapatti, Sakadagami, Anagami, Arhat, the four stages of the enlightenment. So it's better go through those notes that you have taken, as usual you take. Go through those notes and see. You can see the level. First level, what the practitioners get rid of, drop, and second stage, when they reach there, what they do, how they drop certain things, and at the third stage, what they are doing, what will be dropped by them, given up. Then at the fourth level, Sota, Sakudagam, Anagam, Arahat level, the fourth stage, Arahat level, the worthy ones. His physical body is there, mind is there, but he could enjoy the eternal bliss. That is called Nirodha Samapatti in this very life, with the presence of this physical body, which is going to be his last physical body. That's it. So we can feel that only when we reach that level. Otherwise, our knowledge will be simply bookish. Try to see this. Let us work hard together to reach that level. That will be the eternal bliss. May you all be blessed with understanding and wisdom to reach that level. Ski ho.